I got this Yamaha Clavinova CLP330 used from an auction site, and it served me well for a couple of years, but the sustain pedal isn't really working the way it should. It kind of stops abruptly sometimes, so I think there's something wrong with it. I'm going to see if we can maybe fix it. Alright, so I just lowered it onto these pillows so that I could get my hand out from underneath the back. That seemed to work alright. This cover kind of fell back, so open that before you tip the piano backwards. So now we can get at the pedal assembly, and it looks like there's 6 screws holding it together. So I'm gonna remove that next. Correction, there were 8 screws, but I mean, whatever. So next thing is to remove this, and then there we go. There's the pedal assembly. So we're going to take a look at this, see what we can find. Okay, so we're down in the shop. This is the sustain pedal, the one that's broken, and we can see here there's a it looks like a variable resistor that changes. I can't do this one-handed, but it turns when you push the pedal. I tried finding this part and I was not successful, but what I did find, this is the service manual. It's part 210, which is this thing here, the circuit board pedal VR. So I found something very similar. It's not the same part number, but it looks damn close. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to desolder this, remove this, probably have to take this plate off, then pop the new one back on and hope that that fixes it. There's one more thing I wanted to say. I actually tried fixing this once before, and I thought that it had something to do with the travel, because it seemed like the sustain pedal would kind of go all funky when it was depressed all the way. So I thought that there are these felt pads at the underneath the pedals, and I thought that if I put a spacer there to kind of limit the maximum travel, that would fix the problem, but it did not. So it wouldn't actually sustain all the way, and it would still go all funky. So that's why I have all this ready to go. So let's give it a shot. So this nut here is not a 10 and it's not a 12 metric. So either it's some sort of weird imperial bullshit or it's an 11. Thank goodness it wasn't particularly tight, so I was able to take it off like that, and now I'm going to remove this PCB. So that just slid right out, and even though it might not be exactly the same part number, I hope it's going to fit, because it looks basically exactly the same. 923G versus 235G. We'll just give it a shot. I hope it works. Okay, now you get to witness my amazing soldering skills. Let's hope this works. Okay, so there is one more thing that I need to do. Told you about this spacer, so I'm going to try to remove it. Mechanically, it was surprisingly hard. I don't remember what kind of a glue I used, so Whoa. So I'm gonna try to put some acetone on there and give it a little extra kick. Hope that helps. All right, here's a little tip. When I put this box on here, I held it in place, and then I did one of those bottom screws to kind of hold it, and then I did the top row, 1, 2, 3, 4, because if you lose one of those screws up there, it ends up falling into the box, and it's a real pain in the butt to get out. So just one screw down there, and then the top row. When you got that, then you can do the rest of these. Don't forget that fastener. All right, first impressions. It seems to work just fine, and also like intermediate positions. And it's not jumping around. I call that a success. Cool. Hooray! All right, time to clean the workshop.